Alright, welcome back. And today's video I'm going to share with you how being in your comfort zone could be one of the worst things that ever happened to your athletic career, and how breaking out of it could be the best. So with that being said, I'll see you on the inside. Alright, what up 2% gang? It's your boy Akeem Shavers, author of the Scholarship Offer System, and one of the only people that can show you or your child how to get on the radars of schools that they choose within 30 days or less. So with that being said, today's topic is getting out of your comfort zone and how it can be one of the best things that ever happened to you, especially athletically. So Ray Lewis said it best. He said, for anything great to be achieved, you must first, your comfort zone must first be disrupted. And I know that a lot of athletes around the world and a lot of athletes everywhere, people in general, that kind of rings true, because we, at least for me and the group of people that I know, we've always been told that success is on the other side of your comfort zone. So with that being said, it's like breaking out of the comfort zone could really make the difference of you being a NAIA player or a Division I player, or you going JUCO or you going D1. Not saying anything wrong with the other two levels, because it's not. I got friends that played at both. I played at the JUCO level and D1. So it depends on how you want to go about it. But for me personally, I've seen comfort zones take out some of the best people you would never ever expect. You know how at least growing up in the hood, they always used to say, oh man, this guy could have been better than Michael Jordan, or this guy was better than Adrian Peterson. It's like, dude, how can they be better than Adrian Peterson and Michael Jordan, and they still here? How does that work? But the thing is, these people got too deep into their comfort zone, didn't want to leave, or they tried but it didn't work, because once they started disrupting that comfort zone that they had, they end up in a sense getting scared, but not really scared, but more of uncomfortable, for lack of better words. They were uncomfortable in new situations because it's not what they were used to, and they didn't know that on the other side of that discomfort was success, and it was everything that they wanted. And I've heard stories about cyclists that were better than Lance Armstrong, and swimmers who were better than Michael Phelps, but they just didn't push through, because the comfort zone, man, that's a real place. It's like the sunken place, man. You gotta try your damnedest to get out of that thing. But that's one of the main reasons we don't know about all these people, because they couldn't break out of their comfort zone. And that's one of the hugest things, the main thing I want to stress in this video, especially to get you to understand that things are gonna be things aren't always gonna be comfortable. I know, just from my story personally, when I left Texas to go to Kansas to play football, I was so uncomfortable. Honestly, before then, I don't think I ever been out of, went out of state when I was younger on family trips and everything, but I had never been out of state on my own as an adult, and being someone who has to make adult decisions. I didn't have people come knock on my door and say, hey, it's time to go to school. No, I had to set an alarm clock. I had to make sure I got out. That stuff was uncomfortable because it was my first time doing that, and just having that one instance of uncomfortableness or of discomfort, it was man, I don't know if I can make it. I gotta get back home, man. I don't think this is for me. But the thing is, my comfort zone was all of my friends back home, all of the girl I was talking to at the time, she was still back home. So I had all these things tying me back home, but at the same time, I had this dream that I was no, I have to make it, because everything that I'm comfortable with back home is cool, but it's not what I want for the rest of my life. So that's a decision that you have to make on your own, and breaking out of your comfort zone is the only way that's gonna happen, because once you start taking a step towards that breaking point, that's when you're gonna realize that, let me take another step. Let me take another step. Let me take another step. It's like compound interest, or compounding habits. like, okay, you get used to it in a certain spot, and then after a while that discomfort is no longer really there, but it's there, but it's not as bad. So you can you can like push the limits just a little bit more, because you know, all right, I'm handling it right here and it's not bad. But as you get more comfortable in that one spot, you have the ability to leap out of that comfort zone and into another discomfort area, uncomfortable area. So, and that's how you keep pushing that envelope. You keep pushing it until you get to where you're at, because that comfort zone is the real place. You don't want to stay there forever, I promise. I know I don't. I didn't. And there's certain ways you could keep yourself uncomfortable about it. Like never just like allowing yourself to be comfortable. I know that was one of the biggest things I got from one of my coaches when I was at TJC. He used to always tell me, he's like, Shavers, you don't know that once we sign you, we're looking for your replacement, because there's somebody coming up right after you that can do exactly what you're doing. And he said, don't just think it's here. It's going to be at the Division I level, and it's damn sure going to be at the professional level. So that's one of the things I always kept in the back of my head, because I'm like, hold on. You literally just signed me to a scholarship to come here and play and perform, but you're already looking for my replacement. And that was before I knew that, like, letter of intents and scholarship agreements or whatever, I didn't know that they were only 1-year terms. I thought that once you signed a Division I scholarship or a Full Ride scholarship, you're good for 4 years, but that's not the case. You're good for 1 year, and you better make the best of it, because at the end of the year you're gonna have an exit meeting, and on the exit meeting they're gonna decide if they're gonna sign you again or they're gonna let you go. Excuse me. And that's just the business aspect of it, and that's everywhere, every level, every sport. So that's just another way that you gotta understand that you can't get comfortable where you're at. And I got friends that attest to the same thing. Nobody is comfortable when they're competing. You can't afford to, because the competition level is so freaking high. And it's crazy because, man, it may look like they're easy and they're cruising. Man, it's like the analogy of the duck, like on a pond. It's just the duck is smooth up top, but the feet are kicking on the bottom, because they got to keep going. And that's the same way a lot of this stuff we see now is. And I guess if that's making sense to you, just leave me a comment down below. Tell me one thing that makes you uncomfortable, and how you're gonna try to get out of your comfort zone, something like that. You know what I'm saying. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. This is your boy Akeem Shavers, author of the Scholarship Offer System, and one of the only people that can show you how to get on the radars of schools that you choose within 30 days or less. And man, subscribe please. And if you want a copy of the book, click the link down below, or you can go to scholarshipoffersystem.com. I got you. Just cover shipping. I send it right out to you. And if you want a free recruiting checklist, the link is down below as well. I got all my important links in the description. So I got you covered, man. Just let me know, and see you in the next one.